Hello there. Welcome to the ASKFaris show. And I'm so excited for this week's guest. This week's guest is Denise Wilis, and she is the founder, the CEO of Excellent Nanny Services. And I'm so excited about her journey. I'm so happy that I got a chance to run across her services. But first, before we get started, I want Denise to tell us just a little bit about herself, just a little bit of background and how she got started in this business.
Hi, everyone. I am Denise Wilis. I live in Savannah, Georgia. I grew up in Savannah in New York. We moved around a little bit growing up, but I made Georgia my home. I'm the mother of 3. I have been married for 19 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have a 26, almost 27-year-old, and I have twins that's 22.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So it looks like twins are just here. There. I have twin brothers. I just interviewed some twins. Twins. Are they identical twins or fraternal twins?
Fraternal twins.
Wow. That is awesome. So Denise, I want to delve a little bit deeper because I know that you, like, sometimes people say, well, hey, why do we need a nanny and everything? So how did you get started in this industry? How did you get started in this business? Where did that come from? Kind of walk us on that journey.
Okay, well, I got started in it because I've been working in the hospitals for years here in Savannah in the newborn nursery, and I just love children. I love children to the point to where when I see a kid, I get so happy. Like really, my heart starts beating fast, and it's just because I love them. I love their innocence and the pureness that they have, and they're so easy to mold the right way when they have the right people around them in their life. And that's what I want to give back to children. I went back to school for education because I wanted to make sure that anything that I present to parents is going to be done on the level of excellence and professionalism.
Yes.
Along with that experience and passion. And that's what I make sure everyone have that work for my company. But to go back to your question, why I got started was because I started noticing that Craigslist came along and parents, really educated, well-to-do, affluent people were using Craigslist and not to knock it for whatever it's here for. But I just don't think that it's a great resource for parents to have for their children.
Yes, I agree.
And then came along another online childcare site, and to me, they were just an upgrade of Craigslist. All you had there was just a photo. And I'm like, this cannot be all we have to give our children. And I felt that in order for children to get the same exact safety net that we give our homes and we give our cars, you wouldn't go and just have anyone to come and sit your home while you're going out of town from Craigslist.
Correct.
You know how many people have done that, really? And you won't get anyone to just come and take your car for a spin off Craigslist.
Exactly.
And I just feel like, come on, it has to be a better way. And I know here in Savannah, we did not have a professional nanny service. A lot of people consider Savannah small. Savannah is not that small.
Correct.
It has grown a lot, and we have a lot of implants here in the city, whether it's coming to work at our hospitals, working at Gulfstream, working at some of the other big factories that we have here. So we do have a lot of people that have gravitated toward Savannah and our surrounding areas. So I wanted to give our family something to really have to so that their children can play, have fun, be safe and secure, not only their children, but their homes. Because when you get a nanny or a babysitter or a doula or an assistant, they are in your life.
And that's one thing. It's a very intimate setting, setting. And as you and I spoke, so I have a 1-year-old daughter, and she's my pride and joy. And I would dare just trust anyone. I don't trust anyone with my car. So better yet, a life, I would dare not trust anyone with just my daughter. And that's one thing that when I first sought you out, I was like, okay, it's just like I said, there are online sites and everything, but how can I go through and get that warm and fuzzy? How do I know this person's vetted out? Who is accountable? Can I call someone up? Can I call a local individual up just to make sure we have the right individuals instead of just depending on just something out in cyberspace? And so that's one thing that I saw. You actually recognized a need, and you recognized a need that was in this space. You said, you know what? Hey, I can supply this need, because there are parents out there who want a little bit more warm and fuzzy than just to go on Craigslist or on any other sites, to just go through and actually get a doula or a nanny or babysitter for their loved ones. So I think that was very key as well. So I know this is something that you've been doing. So this is not something that you just woke up and said, you know what, I want to start a business and I want to do this. So this is something. So as a child, were you like a caring child? Like, how was that? Like, because it takes a special person.
Well, my family, growing up, I had a huge family. My grandparents had 21 children.
Oh, wow.
And my mother is right there in the middle. I think she was like number 10 or 11. And she was the biggest baby too. So she's actually named after my grandmother because she was the biggest one. But my family is huge.
Wow.
So you can imagine, out of 21 children, how many cousins that I have, first cousins. There's a lot of us.
Exactly.
So my mother only had 2, just me and my brother. So we, it's one boy, one girl. So of course I want to be around all the girls. He wanted to be around all the boys. So we got a lot of people. Our house was the house to be to, because our parents had so much fun. So we were always around a lot of children. But as I got older, 13, 14, I started babysitting a lot. And I loved it. But the one thing, I wake up every day, and I nannied myself before. Let me go back a bit. Before I started this company, I nannied myself for 15 or 16 years.
Wow. So kind of go in. So you said you nannied yourself. So explain that. So what did you do? How did you get that experience?
So I was working at the hospital, one of the local hospitals here in Savannah, and one of the doctor's wife had their 4th or 5th child. And so we consider, and not just in Savannah, it's like all over, when you have a affluent person to come into the hospital, you consider them VIP.
Correct.
And they're supposed to get like this extra treatment. And so one day we were giving a report to each other. I was coming on, she was going off, and she was like, well, Dr. So-and-so's wife is in this room, and she's our VIP. And we were at the nursing station. So little did I know that he was coming out the room right behind me. And he overheard me say, well, all of my patients are VIP. So if I treat all of them the same, I don't have to worry about treating any of them different. And I stuck to that because I loved everybody. I believe in giving everybody the same treatment. So he overheard me saying that. He walked up to me and he patted me on the back. He was like, great job, Denise. And later on, as she was getting ready to go home, he asked me if I would mind coming to help her with the children. So that actually started my whole nannying, career.
Wow.
And from there, it was his friends asking me if I knew people that wanted to nanny. And so it's 16 years later, I'm still in the game,
Wow. Well, and that's amazing. It was birthed out of something that you took pride in. Like it wasn't where individuals had to go through and kind of say, okay, this is what we do on the job. This is something that you took pride in. Hey, every client, every customer was a VIP. Every patient, was a VIP patient, and you took pride in your work, and your work apparently spoke for itself as well. And that's one thing I want, especially our business owners, because we're speaking to a lot of business owners, a lot of small business owners or individuals that are looking to start a business. And people say that, hey, I just want to start a business, but you were on a job and you perfected your craft. You really cultivated the gift that you already had. And then like a lot of people say, gifts makes room. Your gift was actually making room for your future. And that's what Excellent Nanny Services is, just not an overnight thing. It's just, it's and you all are really serving. Before we go, we're going to take a quick break, but I want you to go through and kind of explain a little bit when we come back from this break, or where you all now, because you all started in Savannah, but you just don't service Savannah, Georgia. No. There are other areas that you all service, but before you let the cat out the bag, hold off. We're going to take a quick 30-second break, and then we're going to come back just where we left off. All right? Stay tuned to the ASKFaris Show.
The moon is out, sitting alone.
All right, welcome back to the ASKFaris Show. Again, I am here with Denise Wilis from Excellent Nanny Services. And you know what? I'm so excited. Guys, this is a young lady who has actually found her passion, cultivated, not overnight, she took the time to cultivate her passion, and now her passion has expanded her into multiple locations. So Denise, just where we left off, I know you started off in Savannah, Georgia, but kind of talk about the growth of your business as well.
Well, when I started, I know a lot of people use the term small business, and I just, I don't use that for my company because I believe in life and death is a part of your power of your tongue. And I don't consider Excellent Nanny Service a small business. I consider us a newer business or a newer company, but nothing is small about Excellent Nanny Service. And I say that because of not just being arrogant, but because I know what's in my heart and I know what's in my head. Yes. And I know God give us the desire of our heart.
Yes.
And Excellent Nanny Service all of Georgia. So no, we're just not in Savannah. We have lots of clients in Atlanta now. Thank you, Atlanta.
Wow.
So we're moving abroad, but we also are licensed in South Carolina and Florida.
Wow.
So you're talking about a company that's just for your
South Carolina and Florida?
And Florida.
Wow, that's amazing. So Georgia, South Carolina, and Florida. You and this is wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. But continue on.
To start. So I did that because first of all, it was easy for me to have brought into a franchise. That's to me, that's easy to do for anyone. If you go and you buy McDonald's and you see that emblem, everybody know what it is. Correct. If you buy Walmart and you see that sign, everybody know what it is. You don't have to do any advertising. People see Walmart coming soon, McDonald's coming soon. You already know. That's all you have to do.
Exactly.
So if you wanted to buy into a franchise, that's easy to do. But this company right here, Excellent Nanny Service, is my company.
Wow.
I started it on my own, from everything from the logo to the employees. I'm hands-on involved.
And I want you to pause right there, because one thing, I want you all to go to the website, because it is one of the most beautiful websites I've seen. The babies are just so cute. Oh my gosh, it's just everything from the Facebook symbol to the IG symbol, everything's just done so intentional and with excellence. And that's one thing that's one thing I see that separates a lot of business owners, is just individuals. Sometimes people just want to throw up things, but really don't want to go through the journey of actually making it an excellent product. Because if people are paying you money, you want to be able to justify that with the services and the appearance that you all have as well. So first of all, I want to say you're doing a phenomenal job on that. The second question I want to ask is, because we see where you are today. What are some of the big hurdles that you had to overcome? Was it an easy journey? Was it you got to business like that, bam, 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 everything was smooth? Or what are some things that you had to overcome just looking in your past?
Okay, so some of the things I had to overcome was learning about marketing. That's the biggest thing I would tell anyone in business. That's the most costly and it's the most effective.
Yes.
Marketing and your branding. I went through a lot with both. It wasn't easy getting the right people to do your branding for you, to help you with the marketing. I think I've spent in one particular phone book, but it was with a well-to-do gated community here. One of the richest in Georgia happened to be right here in Savannah. So I was like, let me go for it.
Exactly.
But it was like $1,200 to just be placed there. Not one phone call.
Well, pause right there, because you know my feel on traditional marketing. I'm not going to get on our soapbox, but we've talked about that in the way that the economy has evolved. We're in a generation now. We're in an iPhone generation. We're not in the billboard and the phone book generation. But you know what? One thing I will commend, you took a chance. You invested in yourself. And so many times, a lot of business owners, what they would do is say, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wait for somebody to come by. I'm just gonna hope and pray that somebody sees my website. And people just don't naturally go through and search out things. You have to intentionally go after your ideal customer. But I'm gonna get off my rant on that. But kind of continue on with your story.
So I did that, and I did another affluent neighborhood here in the city. Again, that was like $235 a month to have like a business card, size ad in there. That didn't work for me. But what I will say did work was word of mouth. Now that same company, that same mouth, all because, oh, we use Excellent Nanny Service,
Mm.
you know, and then the one that's here, I have like 5 in this neighborhood. Oh, we use Excellent Nanny Service.
Wow.
And the same thing with my website and with my branding, you
Yes.
know, finding the right person to do that. It's not something that's going to happen overnight.
No, it's not.
But if you stay with it and you know what you want, you stick with that, and you don't stop until you get it done the right way. Because what you don't want is to look like, not to knock any of these like instant, I call them instant websites like Vista Print or something like that, or
Right.
you know, you just don't want that. You want your look to be excellent. At least I do.
Yeah.
I don't want people to look at anything dealing with Excellent Nanny Service and say, oh, well, girl, I know what she got that. She got that off of Vista Print, or oh, I know Webex or whatever did her website. Like, I don't want that. I want everything to be professional and A1.
Wow. And that's the pride that you take. And my thing is presentation is everything. And then because the goal is to get individuals to that particular site so that you can funnel them through your particular process, because once they're there, they're going to be amazed. Again, like if you haven't visited the website, what's the website again before we continue further?
www.excellentnannyservice.com.
You all have to go to her website. I promise you, it's one of the most beautiful websites. It has the cutest little babies. They just want to pinch their little cheeks as well. But my thing is presentation is everything, especially in this industry when you're dealing with children, when mothers or fathers are looking for someone, especially particularly nannies or doulas. You want to make sure you have somebody that's prideful. And my thing is, she takes a lot of pride in her service as well. So that's that. So we understand that the road was definitely not, it wasn't just paved all the way. You had a few rocks and a few bumps as well. But one thing is, I believe that your future is definitely bright, especially in this industry. It's not too many individuals are out there that are going through and actually doing what you do. This is currently what I call it. I don't know if you read this book. It's called Blue Ocean. This is a blue ocean right now. It's not infested with sharks where it's red, where it's so discombobulated, so many people in it. But my thing is, you're in a blue ocean right now, and you're doing an excellent job with standing out amongst in this blue ocean as well. But where do you see yourself? So if we were having this conversation 4 years from now, 4 years from today, what has to have happened where you say, you know what, hey, I'm so happy that I made a choice today that I'm proud of, and that it got me to this area right here. So what has to have happened for you to look back and say, 4 years from today, I'm proud of where I am?
4 years from today, I would be proud because I know for a fact that I would be in at least 10 other states.
Wow.
4 years from now.
Wow.
But bigger than that, I will give so many people opportunities for employment.
Wow.
That's my biggest aspiration, is that I get to give so many women jobs and men jobs. And that's big for me.
Wow.
I'm big on paying my people well so that they want to do their job the right way and that they're happy. If you're happy, that child is going to be happy. If that child is happy, those parents are going to be happy. Those parents are happy, they're going to tell their friends, their neighbors, their aunts, their cousins, their brothers. And that's going to be more business for Excellent Nanny Service.
Wow.
It's like, you know, for Excellent Nanny Service to make all the money. I look at it for, okay, you're doing the job. So yeah, we're going to get something, but you're going to get paid well.
Wow. And that's a differentiating fact right there, because my thing is, if you take care of your team, they will take care of you. They will take care of you. And my thing is, I think you're leading this team with excellence. I want to say that you are doing a phenomenal. First of all, I want to say thank you for coming on the show, but I think you're doing a phenomenal job. And I'm definitely going to be keeping my eyes and ears out on Excellent Nanny Services in the future as well. But before we go, I want you to go through and give a parting piece of advice to an entrepreneur. It doesn't have to be in your particular industry, but give a parting piece of advice to an entrepreneur who's actually thinking about starting a business, or maybe may have started a business, but they're kind of stuck in a rut right now. But give a piece of advice that you can go through and just speak from your heart right now.
My advice would be to hang in there. First of all, to the person that's just going to start out, understand this. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be overnight. But what I will say is it's going to be worth it.
Wow.
It's going to be worth it to have your own vision and your own dream to come true. And to make sure that it's your passion. I've never in 16 years woke up ever and said, oh, I don't feel like going to work today. Oh, I don't want to do this. I just love what I do just that much.
Wow.
So I would say make sure it's something you're passionate about.
Wow.
And to the person that's already started, listen, we already know what's up. We have those seasons. I think I go through them like every other month where it's tough. And you question yourself, is this worth it? What should I do? I'm tired. But guess what? We hung in there, and we're going to continue to hang in there because we know it is worth it. We know it's what we love to do. We know that we need to surround ourselves with people like us and people that's bigger than us so that they can continue to pull us up, and then we can continue to pull the people behind us up.
Yes.
I have several ladies behind me wanting me to mentor them, but I got several ladies that's pulling me as well.
Wow.
So we have to continue to gain strength from one from another. Surround yourself with people that's in your field of, whatever your business is. Get the right mentor that's going to continue to support you and inspire you and give you hope, because we all need it. We all go through those spurts where it's hard. But let me tell you, I wouldn't change this for a thing.
Wow, wow, wow. Beautiful words, Denise. Beautiful words, because my thing is, again, on this journey, on this entrepreneurial journey, it does become discouraging sometimes, but the only way that you will not succeed is if you just stop. That's the only guarantee. If you stop and give up, it's a guarantee that you won't succeed. But if you keep going and find those mentors along the way, find systems that you can model, success is more prevalent, that you'll have more successful days than failing days as well. So again, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on the show. So kind of give us hey, are you on social media, or you on IG, Facebook? So how can our audience reach out to you, not only if they just want to follow you, but if they need nanny if they're a professional nanny and would like to go through and be employed by Excellent Nanny Services, so how can they reach out to you?
First, I want to say thank you for having me. I love your spirit. You're all about giving back and helping and encouraging. You're so encouraging. And I hope God continue to bless you as you continue to grow and helping others. Totally amazing what you do. We definitely need more people like you. You just inspire me so much, and you lit a fire under me. And I was like writing down everything. I'm like, oh, I have to do this. I have to do this. But anyway, again, thank you. But as far as being able to contact me, you can find me Denise Wilis on Facebook. Our Facebook business page is Excellent Nanny Service. That's EXCELLENTNNYSERVICE. You can find us on Twitter and on Instagram.
Wow.
To call us, you can, for employment, if you're interested in or just have any questions about the company, or if you got questions for me, I love to answer them. info@excellentnannyservice.com. That's info@excellentnannyservice.com. And if you would like to contact us, our number is 800-217-9458. Just 800-217-9458.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, ladies, gentlemen, you've been introduced to Denise Wilis. And my thing is, they're providing an excellent service to our communities. Again, they're servicing the South Carolina, Georgia, Florida areas. And if you are a new mother, if you're expecting, I want you to get a chance to reach out to her, to go through and see how she could go through and actually assist you all along the way. Again, thank you so much, Denise, for coming on the show. And you will be back on the show. We're going to be talking very soon as well. So look forward to having you back on the show. Thanks again. And we look forward to chatting with you really soon. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Take it. My pleasure.